Hello everyone. Today we have a great personality of the world, the PM of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. Please give a big round of applause for him. Sir, today we have some questions. Those questions people want to ask from you. And sir, my first question is, as you know that sir, the Agnipath scheme has been implemented in the Indian Armed Forces by our government, and most of the youth of our country have a great aggression against it because they think that what will they do after completing their 4 years tenure. And sir, I think that it's a genuinely good question, and sir, we are waiting for your answer, sir.
Thank you for inviting me. Good evening, everyone. I know very well it is the burning question in all the section of society, but let me tell you one thing, that our country is in safe hand. There is no need to be worried about it at all, and the youth will get more opportunity by this scheme. They will get more opportunity, and India will have a leaner, minor and agile army. The main reason behind is the Agnipath scheme, that India need a young army. That is why we have implemented this scheme, and we have consulted with India's best think tank. After that, we have come to this conclusion that the situation prevailing all over the India, that we need a young army. This is about only young army, and our government will not compromise with national security at all. It has been our priority since I took oath as a PM that we will not compromise with at all with Indian army, our security, either it is a national security or it is an external security. You are asking that what will be happen with the 75% people. You know very well that the Home Ministry has made it clear now that we will give 10% reservation to Agniveers, and as well as some state governments has made it clear that we will give preference to these Agniveer, and as well as corporate houses are making the public announcement that we will give preference to these Agniveer. So there is no need to worry about at all, and I want to give you assurance that it is the best for our nation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So my next question is, by this scheme, our forces can be weaker or less skilled just because of short training. Because there is a saying in army, the more sweat you shed in training, the less blood you will shed in war. And sir, what about your answer by this less skilled forces?
Let me make you clear that in the future it is the global phenomena, or it is a global requirement. The future war will be not fought in the same manner in the which we are fighting war right now. So we need a agile army which is techno driven army. So I think we will not have in person war, we will have contactless person, and our enemy is invisible. That is why I think we need a technology driven army, and in my opinion that the 4-year time period will be sufficient for Indian army. So there is no need to be worried about that Indian army will be less skilled and it will demoralize the Indian army. But I would say that it will strengthen our Indian army.
And sir, our next question is that if you talk about the budget maintaining, sir, then you can budget maintain by the reduce of pension of MLAs and MPs, and you can enhance defense budget also, sir.
Let me tell you one thing. Our government has significantly increased the defense budget. Now the 2% of GDP is going towards defense only. So I am saying again that India will not compromise with its Indian army. It's not just about the reducing the pension and the reducing the financial burden. It is not about that. We want that we need more capital expenditure. That is why in the recent budget we have announced that 65% of capex will be dedicated towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. India has been import dependent country if with respect to especially arms and ammunition. That is why it's a decision to us to making India Atmanirbhar, and it will create more opportunity and job as well as. So we are not compromising with the Indian armed forces at all.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, our next question is, if we start any scheme, then first we have to try that scheme. Is it working or not? And sir, it's your trial. If it's your trial, then you can try it in a particular sector like helping forces like CAPF, CRPF. If it is successful in this sector, then you can implement all the defense sector, sir.
Absolutely, you are right, but let me tell you one thing, that the Agnipath scheme or these kind of schemes should have been implemented earlier, but because of the the lack of good leadership, we couldn't implement this scheme, and this is the right time in my opinion. That is why we have implemented this scheme, and in my opinion there is no need to pilot project about this scheme. We have studied, India has studied it carefully at single and each point. So in my opinion there is no need to implement it as a pilot project.
Thank you, sir, to manage your time from your busy schedule, and I think this interview will help our youngsters, those who protesting.
Okay, thank you. And my last message to all the youths of the India, that this is not the government of the some people or some family. It is the government of 1.3 billions, and we all the time are ready to take your concern and your question. So please don't do these kind of thing like atrocities now it happening in the countries. Don't damage the public property. If you have any concern, queries, please, this government is ready with open hands or open heart, and we will try our level best to mitigate all your problems. Thank you so much.